Listening to the whisper, perimenopause, doesn't arrive like a thunderstorm. It tiptoes in. You must learn to listen to your body's whispers before they become screams. Have you ever had a feeling, deep in your gut, that something is shifting? Like the wind is changing, but the leaves haven't started to blow yet. That's how perimenopause begins. It doesn't always crash through the door like a fire alarm. No, sometimes it arrives like a whisper. A subtle nudge, a gentle tug at your awareness. Maybe you wake up one day and feel a little off. You can't quite place it. You're more tired than usual. You're irritated over things that never used to bother you. Your period, which was like clockwork for decades, suddenly skips a beat, and you find yourself wondering, is this stress, is this just aging, or is it something else entirely? This is your body whispering that a transformation has started, but here's the truth. You have to be willing to listen. Because too many of us dismiss those signs. We push through, we power on, we tell ourselves, I'm just overwhelmed, this will pass. But when we ignore the whispers, they grow louder. They become headaches that won't quit. They become restless nights, sudden sweats, racing thoughts, and heart palpitations that shake you awake. That's your body begging, pleading, for your attention. And my friend, you deserve to give it that attention. Not later, now. You see, perimenopause is not a breakdown. It is not your body betraying you. It's a new intelligence revealing itself. Your body is not malfunctioning. It's evolving. It's rewriting the rules, and it's inviting you to evolve too. To listen more closely. To treat yourself with the gentleness and grace you've spent a lifetime offering others. So when your cycle shifts, when your sleep breaks, when your moods swell like tides, don't panic. Pause. Lean in. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Because those tiny changes are your personal signals. They are not shameful. They are not weak. They are sacred, and knowing them is power. I remember standing in front of my mirror, feeling like a stranger in my own skin. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was losing control, but I wasn't. I was waking up to a new phase. And when I stopped fighting, when I started listening, everything changed. That's when I understood that the whispers were not there to scare me. They were there to guide me, to push me to redefine how I take care of myself, to stop treating my body like a machine and start treating it like a wise friend. You don't have to wait until things fall apart to wake up. You can tune in now. You can honor the whispers. Because every single one of them is your body's way of saying, I'm still here. I've walked with you your whole life, and I'm still speaking to you. Will you hear me? Let that be your invitation. Let that be your revolution. The shift in rhythm hormones are your body's background music, and in perimenopause, the beat changes. Recognizing irregular cycles, mood swings, and sleep issues is crucial. Life has a rhythm, a cadence. And for decades, your hormones have been the silent orchestra behind that rhythm, keeping your mood, your cycle, your sleep, your energy, even your hunger in tune. But then, almost imperceptibly, the music shifts, the rhythm stutters. What used to feel steady now feels unpredictable. And you think, wait, what's going on? 1 month your period is early. The next, it's late. Then it vanishes altogether, only to return in a flood that knocks you off your feet. That's not randomness. That's not your body misbehaving. That is the shift. That is perimenopause stepping onto your stage and changing the soundtrack. And let me tell you, it's not just about your cycle. This shift in rhythm touches everything. You might find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., heart pounding, eyes darting to the ceiling. You toss, you turn, and your brain races like it's morning. Why can't you sleep? Where is that deep, restful peace you used to know? That's estrogen dropping, my friend. That's your body recalibrating. You're not failing, you're changing, and change always demands awareness. Your moods may swing so fast you feel like a stranger in your own mind. 1 minute you're laughing. The next you're crying in the grocery store because the avocados are too ripe. It's not just stress, it's not just hormones, it's both. And it's real, and more importantly, asterisk, it's valid asterisk. Your body is not betraying you, it is transitioning, like a symphony moving into a new movement, more intense, more unpredictable, more complex. And guess what? You get to be the conductor. You get to learn the new rhythm instead of clinging to the old one. So many women suffer in silence because no one told us this was coming, because no one taught us how to listen to the cues. But I'm telling you right now, when your sleep breaks, when your energy dips, when your cycle spins, it's not something to fear. It's something to track, to study, to understand. That's your power. You have every right to stop, breathe, and say, asterisk, what's changing inside me? Asterisk, you have every right to rewrite your schedule, your diet, your rest, even your work life, because the rules are changing. And if you try to dance to the old beat, you will feel lost. But if you start moving to this new rhythm, if you learn it, feel it, honor it, you will find strength in the flow. I'm not saying it's easy, but I am saying it's yours. And once you start syncing up with this new version of yourself, once you stop judging the changes and start asterisk, listening to them asterisk, you'll stop feeling broken and start feeling asterisk aware asterisk. You'll stop asking what's wrong with me and start asking what's next for me. This is the time to become curious instead of critical, to become kind instead of controlling. The rhythm may have changed, but you're still the dancer. You're still the story. And this chapter is just beginning. Emotions as clues, not chaos, you're not going crazy. Your mood changes are biochemical messages asking for attention, not punishment. You wake up crying, and you don't even know why. You snap at someone you love, then feel crushed by guilt. 5 minutes later, you walk into a room, and suddenly it's like the walls are closing in with pressure you can't explain. And then, just like that, the clouds lift and you feel fine again. What is asterisk that asterisk? What is this emotional whiplash? This wave that crashes in and pulls you under without warning? It's perimenopause. And let me say this loud and clear asterisk. You are not losing your mind asterisk. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are going through a profound hormonal shift, and your emotions are trying to tell you something. We've been taught to fear emotions, especially strong ones. We've been told to suppress them, to apologize for them, to keep it together. But during perimenopause, your emotions get louder. They refuse to be silenced. Why? Because your body is undergoing a transformation that affects your brain, your hormones, your nervous system. Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, these aren't just reproductive hormones. They're mood stabilizers, brain boosters, sleep regulators. And when they fluctuate, your emotions ride the roller coaster with them. But here's the truth. Your emotions aren't chaos. They're asterisk, clues asterisk. They're signals. They're your body's way of saying, asterisk, something inside is changing and it needs your attention. Asterisk, instead of hiding from your feelings, what if you leaned into them? What if, instead of labeling yourself as too sensitive or irrational, you paused and said, asterisk, wait, what is this feeling here to show me? Asterisk, because buried beneath the tears, the anger, the anxiety, is wisdom. Maybe you're tired of overfunctioning for everyone else. Maybe you're grieving the version of yourself that felt predictable and in control. Maybe you're realizing that you've been living in survival mode for years and your body is finally saying, asterisk, enough. Asterisk, this is the part of your life where emotional honesty becomes a superpower, where you stop pushing through and start checking in. When your moods shift, ask yourself, asterisk, did I sleep well last night? Am I hydrated? Have I had a moment to breathe? What's happening with my hormones this week? Asterisk, this is not indulgence, this is strategy. You are not making excuses, you are making sense of your system, and once you understand it, you can manage it. You can plan around it. You can own it. I want you to hear me. You are allowed to feel everything you feel. You are allowed to cry, rage, withdraw, rejoice. It's all valid. You don't have to explain it away. And you definitely don't have to pretend you're fine when you're not. Emotions are part of the map, not a detour. They guide you to where healing is needed. And healing isn't weakness. Healing is power. The more you feel, the more you understand. And the more you understand, the more you rise. Not in spite of your emotions, but asterisk because asterisk of them. So let your emotions speak. Let them teach you. Let them roar and whisper and weep, because every single one of them is your body's truth. And the more you listen, the more you become the strongest, clearest, most compassionate version of yourself you've ever known. Energy, redefined fatigue, mental fog, and burnout are not signs of weakness. They are signs that your body is undergoing transformation. It's not decline, it's recalibration. You're tired, but not just the I didn't sleep well last night kind of tired. No, this is bone, deep. This is the kind of fatigue that sits in your muscles, in your mind, in your motivation. You wake up already exhausted. You try to focus and your brain says asterisk a nope. Asterisk you walk into a room and forget why. You sit down to rest, but feel guilty for it. And then, the worst part, you start blaming yourself. You think you're lazy, you think you're unproductive, you wonder, asterisk, what is wrong with me? Asterisk, let me stop you right there, asterisk, nothing, asterisk, is wrong with you. You are not broken, you are transforming, and the exhaustion you're feeling, that's not failure. That is your body whispering, asterisk a slow down, I'm working overtime. Asterisk perimenopause doesn't just touch your hormones. It affects your brain, your metabolism, your nervous system. Your cortisol levels may be elevated. Your blood sugar may fluctuate more. Your sleep may be fragmented. It's no wonder your energy is inconsistent. It's no surprise that your body feels heavier, your motivation feels scattered, and your mind feels foggy. You're not weak. You're carrying an invisible weight, and if no one's told you this before, let me be the first. It is okay to rest. It is okay to say no. It is okay to reclaim your energy in a world that teaches women to burn out before they ever speak up. What's happening right now is not a breakdown, it's a redefinition. The hustle that once worked for you might not anymore. The non-stop go version of yourself, she's not your benchmark right now. She's your warning sign. Your body is not asking you to do more, it's asking you to do asterisk, different asterisk, to shift your lifestyle, your schedule, your expectations. It's asking you to nourish instead of deplete, to rest with intention, to fuel your body with what it actually needs, not caffeine, not sugar, not shame, but real nutrients, real sleep, real stillness. This isn't about giving up. This is about adapting. You have the right to change how you move through the world. You have the right to pause in the middle of your day. You have the right to say, asterisk, my energy is precious and I will protect it. Asterisk, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to apologize. You don't need permission. You just need to believe your body when it says, asterisk, I need you to care for me differently now. Asterisk, stop comparing yourself to who you were 5 years ago. She had different hormones, different priorities, different rhythms. You are not meant to be her. You are meant to become this version of you, this wiser, slower, deeper version who doesn't rush past her needs. You're not failing, you're evolving, and evolution doesn't happen on someone else's timeline. It happens in rest. In silence, in courage, so when you feel the fog rolling in, when you can't think straight, when all you want to do is lie down, do it. Rest without guilt, rest with power, because you are not collapsing. You are rebuilding from the inside out. Your body is speaking truth. Hot flashes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, and weight gain aren't just symptoms. They're signals of deep internal change that deserve compassion and care. You're standing in the middle of your day, maybe at work, maybe at home, and suddenly, bam, your heart starts racing. A wave of heat floods your chest. Your cheeks burn. Your back sweats through your shirt. You feel like you're on fire, but no one around you notices a thing. You want to scream, asterisk, what is happening to me? Asterisk, that's not just a random heat wave. That is a hot flash. That is your body, once again, speaking its truth. Then night comes, and just as you start to doze, you're jolted awake. Your sheets soaked, your body drenched, your thoughts spiraling. This isn't just about poor sleep or being too warm. These are night sweats, and they're real, they're relentless. And they are part of the sacred transformation that is perimenopause. It doesn't end there. Maybe you notice something else. You feel different during intimacy. Like your body isn't responding the way it used to. There's discomfort, dryness, or just nothing. And no one told you this might happen. Or maybe you step on the scale and wonder how your body can change so drastically when your habits haven't. You're eating the same, moving the same, and still, your genes don't fit. You shake your head, frustrated, blaming yourself, thinking you're out of control. But the truth, your body is not failing you. It's communicating, loudly. These aren't just symptoms, they are signals. Hot flashes are your body's thermos, that going haywire because of hormonal shifts. Night sweats are your body's way of trying to cool itself in the midst of change. Vaginal dryness isn't shameful. It's a result of lowered estrogen. Weight gain is not about discipline, it's about metabolism, cortisol, insulin resistance, and the whole beautiful, complex machine that is your changing body. And what if we stopped calling these things problems? What if we started calling them what they really are? Asterisk information, asterisk. Because that's what this is. Your body giving you data, feedback, not to scare you, but to wake you up. To tell you it's time to nurture yourself differently. That it's time to ask for help. That it's time to break the silence and say out loud, asterisk, yes, I'm going through this, and I deserve to be supported through it. Asterisk the burning, the dryness, the exhaustion, the weight. They aren't weaknesses, they're your body's call for attention, compassion, and care. And you have asterisk every right asterisk to answer that call. You are not alone in this. Every woman who's ever walked through this season has felt it. And yet so many of us suffer in silence, hiding the changes, apologizing for the symptoms, pretending we're fine. But you don't have to pretend. You can speak it. You can name it. And when you do, you take the power back. You begin to say, asterisk, my body is not a problem to solve. It is a message to hear, a journey to honor. Asterisk, so stop shrinking. Stop hiding the sweat, the flush, the pounds, the dryness, the emotions. Start standing in the middle of your life and saying, asterisk, this is what's happening, and I will meet it with awareness, grace, and unapologetic strength. Asterisk, because this isn't the beginning of your decline. It's the beginning of your awakening. Power in preparation, knowing you're in perimenopause, isn't a crisis. It's a call to reclaim your health, purpose, and voice. You are entering a new, powerful chapter, not fading from the story. You're not too late. You're right on time. You're not behind. You're awakening. Perimenopause isn't some dark hallway you're forced to walk through quietly. It's a new chapter that you have every right to write asterisk boldly asterisk. But how do you do that when everything feels unfamiliar? When your body is changing, your energy is shifting, your moods are unpredictable, and you're standing in the mirror wondering, asterisk, where did the old me go? Asterisk, I'll tell you where she went. She evolved. And the woman looking back at you, she's not disappearing, she's becoming. And now, more than ever, she needs asterisk preparation asterisk, not panic. She needs asterisk tools asterisk, not shame. She needs to stop surviving and start choosing. That means you educate yourself. You read, you listen, you track your cycle, you monitor your moods. You stop brushing things off as just getting older. And start saying asterisk no. This is real. This is hormonal. This is biological, and I deserve to understand it. Asterisk, you see a doctor who actually listens. You ask questions, you push back when you're dismissed. You get second opinions. You find the support you asterisk deserve asterisk. Because you're not here to suffer. You're here to rise, and the more you learn, the less fear has a hold on you. Fear feeds off silence, but knowledge sets you free. You build your toolkit. You nourish your body like it's on your team, because it is. You eat foods that fuel your hormones. You move not to punish yourself, but to empower your strength. You sleep like it's sacred, not optional. You meditate, you journal, you pause long enough to hear your intuition say, asterisk, yes, this is the way. Asterisk, and when those tough days hit, and they will, you remind yourself, asterisk, I am not crazy. I am not weak. I am becoming who I was always meant to be. Asterisk, and let's talk about your voice, because too many women go quiet during this season. They don't talk about the rage, the grief of letting go of fertility, of youth, of certainty. But you can talk about it. You can name the losses asterisk and asterisk the gains. You can say asterisk, yes, I miss who I was, but I am so ready for who I am becoming. Asterisk, that's power. That's ownership, that's preparation. You're not waiting for permission to reclaim your energy, your health, your future. You're taking it, you're deciding, you're choosing yourself, because this moment, right here, this isn't a breakdown. This is a redefinition. You're not falling apart. You're falling into place, into alignment, into the kind of strength that isn't loud or flashy, but rooted. Grounded, unshakable. That's the kind of power perimenopause can unlock. If you're willing to stop fearing it and start preparing for it. You're not fading away. You're stepping into the clearest, most powerful version of yourself. Not someday asterisk, right now asterisk.